In this session, we have to know the conservation of energy for a freely falling body. That means how you show that the conservation of energy take place in case of freely falling body and for a simple pendulum motion. Now for the first case, conservation of energy for a freely falling body. There are a body having mass m at a height h from the surface of the earth, and that position is symbolized by the position A. Now at particular instant the body is at the point B, which is at a distance x from that initial position. The body initially at that position which is above the h height from the surface of the earth. Now at some time interval the body displaces that much amount which is x and situated at a point B. Now again for some time interval the body is at the position C, which is just above the ground. That means it doesn't reaches the ground. That means there is no physical contact between the ground and that body. This is the just above the ground. Now there are three different positions, in which cases in these three cases there is the energy, and that energy can be possessed by that body, and that energy is called the mechanical energy of the body. The mechanical energy is nothing but the sum of the kinetic energy plus potential energy, kinetic energy and the potential energy. So we have required the mechanical energy at every point A, B and C, and we show that the mechanical energy should be conserved. Then that's how we can prove that conservation of energy takes place in case of freely falling body. Now for the position A. For position A, if the body is at rest, then there is no velocity. The velocity requirement is for the purpose of moving of the body. As the final position of the body is at rest. For the position A, the velocity is 0. If velocity is 0, then kinetic energy Ke at A, that should be equal to 0, because it is half mv square. Now v square equal to 0. That means kinetic energy at the maximum point of the body should be equal to 0. And the position A, the potential energy at point A, that should be equal to m is the mass, g is the acceleration due to gravity. In this case the g is here, and h is the height attained by the body at the position A. So the potential energy at the point A is mgh. Now kinetic energy at the point A is 0, potential energy at the point A is mgh. So total energy, which is called the mechanical energy, total mechanical energy is nothing but kinetic energy plus potential energy. So total energy at point A is nothing but Ke at A plus Pe potential energy at A. Mind you that potential energy is nothing but the gravitational potential energy. So kinetic energy is 0 plus potential energy is mgh. So the potential energy, total mechanical energy at the point A is mgh. So this is the position A. So the at position A, we write it down. At position A, total energy is mgh. Now at the position B, what happens? At position B, for position B, the body is moving, so there is a kinetic energy as well as potential energy. Now we have to calculate the potential energy. From which surface? From that ground to that particular point. The body displaces x amount from its original position. Total height is h. So the height from that surface to that particular point B is nothing but h minus x. So potential energy at point B is nothing but mg into h minus x. Why? Because h minus x is your displacement. So at point B, the potential energy is like that. But at the point B, we have to calculate its velocity. Now, how we calculate the velocity? There is a displacement s, which is x. There is an acceleration due to gravity, which is a, g, and at point B, let the v is the velocity, u, that is the initial velocity, which is 0. Now from the laws of motion, from the equation of motion, we can actually calculate v from that above information. Now in which law we can actually calculate, which is v square equal to u square plus 2as. That would give v square is nothing but v square u square 0 plus 2g into s is nothing but x, so it is x. So v square equal to 2gx. Now the kinetic energy at point B, kinetic energy at point B is half mv square. It is half m and 2gx, v square equal to 2gx. So it is mgx. So the total energy at the point B is like that. Total energy at point B is potential energy at the point B plus kinetic energy at the point B. So it is mgh minus mgx plus mgx. So that would give mgh. So again we can actually calculate the total energy at the point A B, which is similar to A, which is mgh. So at point B, total energy, that would mgh. Now we have to require the kinetic energy plus potential energy at the point C. Now at the point C, there is a displacement which is 0 with respect to ground, because there is no displacement from that ground, and we calculate the displacement from that ground. So at that point C, PE at C equal to 0. Why? Because PE is mgh. Now mg is here, but h is 0, because the height from the above the surface of the earth is 0. So potential energy at point C is 0. So in this case we have required the kinetic energy at the point C. Now kinetic energy, U is 0 because that is the final initial position. V we have required S equal to h because the body displaces h height from its initial position to retain at the point C. And A is g. Now from the concept v square equal to u square plus 2as, we can actually calculate v square equal to u square 0 plus 2gh. So v square is nothing but 2gh. Now kinetic energy at point C is half mv square. It is nothing but half m into v square is nothing but 2gh. So 2 cancel out, that is mgh. So at the point C, the kinetic energy is mgh. So total energy at point C is nothing but 0 plus mgh, which is mgh. So at point C, it is also mgh. So at point C, total energy is again mgh. So at every point the total energy remains constant. So this is the conservation principle of energy which is satisfied in case of freely falling body. And for a case of simple pendulum, that would happen in like ways. For a simple pendulum case, if we draw a pendulum's diagram, then this is the bob of the pendulum, this is the effective length of the pendulum. If we draw a force on that particular body, the body displaces from that position and from that position. This is the reference frame in which we calculate the amount of energy, and it is an height of h. These positions are called extreme position, and this position is called the mean position or minimum position. At the point of extreme position, there is only potential energy, and it is mgh. So here potential energy is mgh. So in extreme position, the bobs compose only a potential energy of mgh, and kinetic energy is 0 in both the cases. But in case of mean position, the kinetic energy is maximum, and which is mgh, but the potential energy is 0. So this is also the conservation principle of energy in case of simple pendulum, but in that case we don't draw the derivation process because it is not in your syllabus. Thank you.